Hey guys, today we're gonna go check out a funky Chinese amusement park.
With only so many things to do in a Tier 88 Chinese city, your options hover somewhere between hanging out at a roadside food vendor, following along in an androgynous choreographed exercise routine after the sun goes down, or watching television outside the convenience store along with the factory workers who don't own a television. Or if that's not to your liking, you can always play a rousing game of tug-of-war with the baby. The loser gets to bite the winner, of course. As you can imagine, this doesn't make for quality entertainment. So I load the kids up and headed to Shenzhen to visit Window of the World.
Today I'm in Shenzhen at the Window of the World.
So Windows of the World is basically a full-scale amusement park without the rides. Or the attractions.
That statue really needs a bra. Of course, once I'd paid Disneyland prices for watching bubbles in the bathtub quality entertainment, we set out into the amphitheater, past the Aztec cuneiform, and into the park. My first stop was the sub-zero climate control building called the Alps.
So here's the irony. Most of the Western world's under a blanket of ice and snow right now. But in China, it's tropical. So most folks are willing to pay to get into an artificial winter wonderland.
So in addition to the cost of the park, admission to the Alps area will set you back another 20 kwai. But this does include a coat rental specifically tailored to fit a 12-year-old girl. Once inside, you can go ice skating or head directly to the sled area. Inside, a myriad of ice sculptures have been crafted over neon lights in the style of the Harbin Ice Festival in Heilongjiang, northern China, featuring illuminated ice towers and slides that can be enjoyed on an inner tube slightly more slippery than a banana peel in a Daffy Duck cartoon. Naturally, if you're wanting something a little more challenging, you might enjoy a run down the full ski or snowboard run, also located in the Alps area.
So it's positively a winter wonderland in here. I mean, you can actually see your breath. Don't get me wrong, this is very cool. I'm just not sure it was worth the extra 20 kwai on top of the entry price just so they can slide down on some ice.
In my opinion, this is where Window of the World jumps the shark. Don't get me wrong, I loved models, replicas, and dioramas as a kid. I'm just not sure I want to pay top theme park prices to see a historian's nerdgasm while my kids beg me for snacks at 20 times the going rate. But hey, maybe that's your thing, in which case you'll like the attention to detail, although I'm not quite sure I would have left the Twin Towers in the replica of New York City. By far, one of the biggest attractions at Window of the World is the 1/3 scale replica of the Eiffel Tower. Much like the real McCoy in Paris, this mini Eiffel is a freestanding tower and allows for a bird's eye view of not only Window of the World, but much of the surrounding Shenzhen area. If climbing isn't your thing, but you'd still like to go up for a look, for an additional 30 kwai, an elevator is available to whisk you to the top and back down again. Now the park is open until 10:30, and yet as the sun goes down, very few exhibits remain lit. So if you plan on visiting Window of the World, I'd definitely advise doing so in the daylight, as there's not much to see otherwise. If you do remain in the park after dusk, there are quite a few night lights that snap a picture of, several of the overpriced eateries remain open, and of course there are plenty of romantic areas near the park's entrance to curl up with someone special.
day, Wonder of the World is a little bit of an overpriced theme park. Not a lot to do there, particularly if you have small kids. But if you're a aficionado of history or like recreations of things, you very well may enjoy it. In any case, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay frosty.